Okay, y'all. Welcome back to another deck tech. This deck tech is my second Sultai deck, and I was finally able to complete it as well. This is one of the ones I kept because I got Commander Anthology 2. So I kept Atraxa and I kept Monoplasm as a deck. So for two of any, one black, green, blue. Enters the battlefield, you may exile 2 creature cards from your graveyards. If you do, Monoplasm enters the battlefield as a copy of one of those cards with a number of additional +1/+1 counters on it equal to the power of the other card. So basically, I built it, as you would suspect, a graveyard theme. So, I have 37 lands, 6 swamp. Also, I'm using the Umber Dragon Shield sleeves. A good pick for Sultai. For forests, I got 5 forests. And islands, 6. And again, deck techs will always have the list in my description below. So be sure to check that out. The utility lands. Baron Moor. Coliseum, pretty good. Because you can, target player draws 3 cards, then discards 3 cards. So, I would target myself and then probably discard some of my own creatures into the graveyard so I could make Monoplasm a copy of those creatures. Command Tower, Aqueduct. Wilds. Rot Farm. Lonely Sandbar. Most of these lands are from the deck that was already made. Moultrie Mirror. In case I need to get one of my creatures back from my graveyard. Implement Palace. Rogue's Passage to make some creatures unblockable. Growth Chamber. So this helps make something big from the amount of creatures in my graveyard. Temple of Deceit to Scry. Scryland. Temple of False God. Terramorphic Expanse. Yep. And then the full set of Thriving lands. Thriving. Just because. And Tranquil Thicket. For some cycling. In case I need the land or card draw. Creatures. I have a pretty good amount of creatures in this deck. About 32. So, Birds of Paradise. Let's get that mana. Deathrite Shaman. Another good run drop. Hermit Druid. Reveal cards from the top of the library until you reveal a basic land card. Put the rest into my graveyard. Basically, making my graveyard big so I could get those creatures copies. Secure Tribe Elder. Flesh Bag for a sack outlet. Rakener, just felt like it was a good idea to add. Wolf Strider, a nice foil. Elder for some land help and card draw. I think it is. Yep. Brawn. If it's in your graveyard and you control forest, creatures you control have trample. This guy has helped out a lot getting his triggers. You come a copy of that card. Basically, hexproof, has that ability. Pretty good copy. When I was editing the deck earlier, when more cards came out, I figured this would be good to get a card draw, and then bring it back out from my graveyard and card draw again. Necrotic Ooze becomes has all abilities from creature cards in all graveyards. Pretty OP in my opinion. Selmcrum, of course, land help, wander, creatures have flying, as long as this is in my graveyard. Body Double, enters the battlefield as a copy of any creature card in the graveyard. So it doesn't even target my own. I have a lot of cards like this that doesn't target my own unless it targets everyone else's graveyard. And you'll see soon why I have a lot of spells in this deck. I have Genesis, again, return it from my graveyard to my hand so I can have another 4/4 out. I originally was going to build this deck around this ability because there was like 4 other cards that had it. So like as long as this is in my graveyard and I copy, or this is out on the battlefield, or if I have Monoplasm copy it. If I have another creature with Death Touch, Flying, whatever, in my graveyard, that creature has it. So I feel like it's a pretty OP card to have as well. Now I'm getting into some of my expensive creatures. I have a lot of them because mostly I'm going to have them in my graveyards anyways. So Underrealm Lich, just to have some help with cards. Dream Eater, pretty good. Ionized Thousand Knight, I just had the card on hand, put it in. And I like the Undergrowth ability. Muldrotha, pretty good to have in this deck. Especially to have some graveyard. If I have all my big creatures in my graveyard, I need to get them back out. There's another Transmute card. Helps me get some cards out. Spectre, Sour. Some of these are most explanatory now. Just big creatures so I can have Monoplasm copy them. I like the Undergrowth abilities as well. Avatar of Rogue, pretty good. Sisters of Stone Death. Undergrowth again. Because I should have a lot of cards in my graveyards. Now, again, once I have those big creature cards in my graveyards, I have Animate Dead, Necromancy, bring them back out, Grave Pact, because, you know, it's gross, Greater Good, I know, combo here, and then you draw, I get to draw cards, Graveyard Theme, Grave Betrayal, when it doesn't die, I get those creatures. Pretty good enchantments. Pretty good enchantments. Coming into the enchantments was 6, by the way. 7 artifacts. Soul Ring, Greaves, Signet, Sphere. Just for mana fixing. Put a fate counter on target permanent. Sacrifice it. Fate counter to move all fate counters from all permanents. Destroy target each non-land permanent. Pretty good. It's my destroy all creatures spell. For Excellent Altar again. This helps me get 1 mana of any color. Lets me have a sacrifice outlet. Then have that Monoplasm enter the battlefield as that sacrifice creature. And this was a pull, by the way. So I'm happy about that pull. And then I have Birthing Pod in here as well. For more sacrifice outlets to get creatures in my graveyard. If not, I have Grave Pact out. Opponents put their creatures in the graveyards and then I gain control of those creatures or whatnot. I have options. Brainstorm, 17 spells. Raise Dead, again. Have that out. Shared Trauma, pretty good. Songs of the Dam. Mana for graveyard, counterspell, always have a counterspell. Cruel Edict, make someone sacrifice. Exhume, get a creature in my graveyard, put onto the battlefield. I'm going to have a lot of big creatures, so having that Exhume will help me get that big out. Another card draw. Lamdol's Vault is an amazing card, and it helps me get answers when I need to find them, stitch together. Again, return creature, cultivate for land, putrefy, destroy, sinister sabotage. Have that surveil once I counter someone's spell. First game I played, Windfall helped out a lot, but then my Monoplasm got countered, and that prevented me from controlling the game, because if I played that, I would have won the game. But Windfall, everyone discards their hand. I put like 3 big creatures in my graveyard. I was going to have Monoplasm copy, but then someone else had a better creature that was going to control the game aggressively. That's just one game, just saying. Diplomatic Tutor. Recent edit, Mythos, pretty good. And then Skullstorm. Yeah, so that sums up Monoplasm. Again, Socials and the deck list will be in the description below, so be sure to check those out. If you like this video, drop a like. I mean, most of my card choices are pretty self-explanatory, so I feel like it doesn't really need to be said, but hey, subscribe as well. See you guys in the next video.